I am here because I love my country and I love the Filipino people. Kung tawagin na ako ng Diyos ngayon, oras na ito, pupunta na ako. Tapos na ako.
Sir?
I am confident that we will survive this contagion.
President, your presidential security group is, they said that they will be implementing a no-touch policy on you. But earlier we saw you shaking hands with some cabinet members as well as other people present here. Does that mean you do not want that policy?
No, correct.
Why, sir?
I want an embrace. Why only a handshake? Kulang yan. Maniwala kayo, PCJ, tapos sila, sige, gakus-gakus ng babae, tapos, why, do you think Panilo is not holding the hands of the women, you know?
So you don't see the need, Mr. President, to follow such protocol?
Kalukuhan niya, putol-putol. I will shake hands, anak, ilang kong bang sinasabi na sa iyo na kung tawagin na ako ng Diyos ngayon, oras na ito, pupunta na ako. Tapos na ako. Naging presidente na ako. Pinakamataas na maabot ng isang tao. Mga anak ko, okay na.
But sir, how about your public appearances? I believe your partner, Ms. Hanelet, is also urging you to avoid going to public, crowded places, also to avoid being affected with COVID-19.
Trabaho ko yan eh. Kanat. Pero na lang kung yung mga participants sila matakot. Tatanungin ko sila, matakot pala kayo mamatay. Buti sana kung mayaman.
So,
wala mo kaming pera.
So, Mr. President, you will not be declining invitations to events that's supposed to happen in crowded?
No, I will not decline invitations.
Okay.
I will shake hands with everybody. I am going to Mindanao to visit my dead soldiers, if they are still there, and to congratulate my warriors.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Matayan ako, apat na sundalo ko.
Mr. President, Ms. Tricia Terada of CNN Philippines will ask the last question for the night.
Hi, President. Good evening. Sir, back on COVID-19, we still have low water supply, but then the DOH is also requesting the public to observe proper hygiene. How can we do this, sir? Especially for the poor communities na priority po nila makabili ng pagkain over buying sanitary supplies. How are we going to reconcile, sir, our problem with low water supply and this encouragement or message from DOH?
I am not an economist, but Secretary Lopez is here, but it would take a discussion of how it works. Ano lang yan, the law of supply and demand.
No, sir, how about yung water supply, sir? Any assurance, sir, na magkakaroon tayo ng stable water supply, especially, sir, in poor communities?
I am forcing the issue, yung dam sa Kaliwa, Wawa. Because if I do not do it in the next 2 years, magpalasot, ang mayor ng presidente ng Pilipinas, papatayin, pang-apat ngayon galing sa akin, papatayin ng Pilipino kasi walang tubig. I will force the issue. And I will battle with them in court. And I hope that the judges and the justices would understand. talagang hindi rin ako magpapigil. Kasi kung magpapigil ako, wala kayong tubig. Yung apo ninyo. Pipilitin ko talaga yan. I will force the issue. I said, I will fight all the way.
Sir, but at least for this year or for the time that we are fighting COVID-19, can we assure the public that there will be enough water supply?
Meron yan. 2020, meron yan. Sigurado ako. Basta kung walang distribution, I'm warning you. I'm warning everybody. I will industrialize the water industry. And government will do the construction. And we will force the issue. Kasi hindi madala ng legal yung tubig pati pagkain. I don't believe the issues will just screw you, but hanggang dyan lang yan.
Creation of a public health emergency. Do you have other specific directives to the IATF, particularly to the Department of Health, particular to the Department of Health on addressing the COVID-19, sir?
Yung COVID-19 is here. It is a contagion. It has not reached the level of an epidemic in our assessment, and neither is it pandemic. But if you read and view TV, you would notice that the numbers of victims are galloping. In Italy, they say that they are taking in 1,000 a day. Ang sa Pilipinas, wala pa naman masyado. May bagong yung sa 24 plus the 24 lahat as of last count. But the infection, the transmission is going on. Kasi may mga bago nadagdagan. 20 plus 4, it's 24. So, that is how bad it is. So, we have decided to, the clamor also of the mayors, probably much worried than we here. So it is the consensus that by the body that classes will be suspended in NCR, National Capital Region lang, beginning tomorrow, and it will end in March 14. The reason being that parang tignan natin yung incubation period, which is not ordinarily like a normal virus, 3 or 4, ito umaabot ng 14 days. So, itong 14 days na ito, one is to keep safe the children. Second is that we're going to establish a benchmark kung ilan pa ang madagdagan. At ngayon, kung itong walang klase, would it somehow reduce the number of the victims? If we keep our children sequestered at home and study there, and the Secretary of Education, si Briones, has insisted that they should stay home but study. And we have agreed that DILG at ang police will supervise us through 1 officers. So yung nandyan sa labas, tanongin sila, magdadala ng libro. If they are there, they will be escorted to the parents and for the parents to be lectured on the responsibilities of being a parent. That the children should study even while they are detained in their respective homes. Walang klase. So, in all levels to. Mahirap kasi because the contamination of 10 years old is the same with the virus is, or the virus is so virulent that, even a contact, a mere talking and handshaking could place you in jeopardy. And we are trying to avoid losses, especially lives. And that is why we met this afternoon. But after March 14, we will be meeting again to discuss whether we save lives and yung itong ngayon, itong 24, gagaling to. Pero palagay ko, gagaling. I was just shooting the breeze with everybody. Mas marami tayong mga Chinese na to the extent of creating a sinophobia. Sino is Chinese? Phobia is parang pantakot sa insect. Do not do that. There are Chinese as there are Filipinos in China also affected. And we have something like 300,000 in Hong Kong. We do not have the accurate number of Filipinos working in the mainland China. So, yung irresponsible reporting, as if we are blaming everything against the Chinese. It should not be the case. For as long as we cannot stop travel, we cannot. We have to continue to open our doors. Baski na sanabi noon na while the virus was starting, because that is really the norm of conduct of the world today. Travel. You have to travel abroad, business. Especially that we have opened our doors to investments. What's bothering us is, ganito na lang. We have the money to combat itong COVID na ito, 19. I assure you, we have the money and we can defeat that ang inang virus na yan. Saan ba nakatira yan? We can defeat it. And this is not the first time that we have, in a way, in the past, I remember when I was young, there was this flu. It was also. Alam mo, ang totoo niyan, there's a cleansing, not really a cleansing, but hindi magtagal ito eh. The first one is the bubonic plague, the Black Death. Merong maraming namatay. Then yung Spanish flu, just after or before World War I. Mga sundalo, patay lahat. And then we have this thing, wala pa masyad tayong alam. But I'm sure that the scientists all over the world are working overtime to look for the vaccine. Hindi ito magtatagal.
Sir?
I'm confident that we will survive this contagion.